Look away, Aston Villa fans. It's just got a little bit worse. Clinton.
It's the fullback. I don't understand why the fullbacks are so... If you look at Digne goals, Mackie Cash don't have to go. So they go and they break down the right-hand side. And it's brilliant from Dembele. Dembele plays it. He can play it to Hakimi. He cuts it back. And you know who's in the just inside the box? Nuno Mendes, the PSG fullback. And he just bends it into that far corner, in off the post, into that far corner. It's a fantastic finish. But they play it properly, their fullbacks, where Aston Villa fullbacks don't play it properly in Digne and Matty Cash. They're too gung-ho at the moment, and that's why, for me, it's tie over now. I don't think you can come back after 5-1 down on aggregate, and it's been brilliant from PSG. Yeah, brilliant away performance so far.
Emery not happy on the touchline. PSG fans celebrating. Look, talk a little bit more about that finish, though. Both fullbacks have scored, but that finish was absolutely inch perfect.
Yeah, I see someone talking about him being one of the best fullbacks in world football. He sure is one of the best fullbacks, especially going forward at the moment. I think he's got great ability. I don't even know what he's doing there because his team are winning. He should be defending. But that's how positive and confident they are at the moment. Just gets it, and it bobbles up a bit. He just caresses it into that bottom corner. I couldn't even do that, and I was a striker, so that's saying something.
Look, Clinton, I'm going to put your managerial hat on. You've got nothing to lose. You're, 5-1 down now on aggregate. Yeah, why wait till half-time to make changes?
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Don't wait until half-time. Just go for it. But then, do you want to go for it and absolutely, get battered?
Does it matter, though?
Does it matter? At least give the crowd something to cheer about. I'm not saying, I know he probably will sacrifice one of the fullbacks and stuff, but I'd just go for it. I'd bring on the likes of Watkins, Asensio, because at least those can get on the ball. Sacrifice Onana, one of your midfielders, because it's a struggle at the moment. And let me tell you, PSG are not the most convincing at centre-back, so if they can get one, I'm not saying it. I just say it's game over, and then they might be able to come back. You never know.
You never know. I mean, PSG looks so dangerous on the counter-attack, don't they? 2-0 that PSG lead by.
There is another goal at Villa Park, and it's for the hosts, Clinton Morris.
Yeah, it is. It's Tielemans. He wanted a penalty before. He was moaning at the referee, and then they break again, and it was good play. Ball comes to Rashford, and then John McGinn plays a good ball to Tielemans. He has a shot, takes a big deflection of Paco, massive deflection of Paco, and wrong foot Donnarumma there, and it goes in. And then I think there might be a little bit of a swinging leg here from Hakimi, and the referee has a decision to look, because in a violent way, they're looking at it at the moment. Hakimi swings a leg out at John McGinn, and John McGinn ain't happy, but I don't think, referee speaking to both players, so I don't think VAR are going to get involved. Hakimi does swing a leg at John McGinn.
It looks like the ref being quite sensible, actually. He's trying to calm the situation.
Yeah, but I'm watching it again. You can't do that, though. You can't, I know you're looking at James, but he can't do that, whatever he does. Because if he connects with him, I think it is. He doesn't connect with him. That's what's lucky. But if he catches a boot in John McGinn's face, and John McGinn's not that type of player that will roll around, he just got up straight away. But any other players in that situation would try and get him sent off. I think it's the right decision, though. I think the referee makes the right decision, and so does VAR.
I mean, it was always felt a tall order after those first two goals. But, I mean, how much of a boost is that going to be?
No, you're right. It's a big boost. It's a massive boost for Aston Villa. If they can get another one before half-time, the team talk from Unai Emery is totally different, and we know he's got the players. But, at least the fans have got back in it now. So it's always a special night for them, and they probably didn't go there expecting anything. So to get a goal just before half-time, and if they can get another one, it will give them a big boost. So, yeah, I'm not saying it's game on, but it gives them a boost.
Well, you definitely said it was game over.
Yeah,
anyway.
Of course I did. Okay. If that might come back to haunt me, who knows?
we've got the clips. But Clinton, look, Aston Villa have had chances.
No, they have.
They found themselves in those positions, haven't they?
And James, that's the positive you can take from that. And that's what Unai Emery said. We have to keep it tight at the back because they're very good going forward, PSG, but they're not the best of the two centre-halves, Marquinhos and Paco. They're not the best, so you can cause them a lot of problems. Because the same thing is what PSG do, is their two fullbacks push high and their spaces. That's why I'm getting on the likes of Asensio, Watkins and Ramsey to go and cause them problems with their pace and trickery.
Yeah, they're going to need some energy, aren't they, second half?
They are, definitely. Oops.
Very close. Sorry. Goal alert, and a big goal alert. We were just saying John McGinn had a chance to have a shot, passed it out wide about 2 minutes ago. Clinton, he didn't do it this time, did he?
Nah, John McGinn was brilliant. He picked it up from the halfway line and just kept going and going. I'm thinking, is no one going to go and close him down? They said, no. So he said, I'm going to shoot 20 yards. It takes a slight deflection of Paco again, loops over Donnarumma. It's a brilliant finish, and the atmosphere has changed. They couldn't, could they? They couldn't, could they? Oh, wow. They could, couldn't they?
They could.
They could, because you still got the top players that can come on, but they're singing around Super John McGinn. And you know what? Please for John McGinn. He's one of the nicest footballers you meet, and he's a top player and has a great strike.
There's been so much praise given to PSG for their attacking flair, but defensively, Clinton, they look all over the place.
And they are all over the place, and that's their biggest problem. Defensively, they're not the best, but going forward, they've been outstanding. And if they get another one, Aston Villa in the next 5 or 10 minutes, it definitely is game on. But yeah, you still worry because PSG with Barcola, Dembele, them two have been the best players so far for PSG going forward, and they're causing a lot of problems. But Villa just got to stay in it. Don't go gung-ho just because you've scored. Good defending, Matty Cash. But yeah, it's game on. I think we should just talk about this for the whole night.
The problem is we stop talking and we just sit in silence and watch.
It's so good, though. You can't help, can you?
That's what you're here for.
It's such a good game of football, though. This is what these European nights are like. He's in there, Marcus Rashford. You're one-on-one. Go on, take him on.
Talk us through it.
Go on, Rashford, one-on-one. That comes in on his right foot. Oh, my word. That was vintage Marcus Rashford. But let me tell you, that is outstanding save from Donnarumma. It is magnificent because Rashford, it is flying into that top corner. It's a brilliant save. That is Marcus Rashford when we saw him at Man United. Fantastic. Great strike, but what a save that is. And he even celebrated like he'd won it. Villa are definitely in this game.
I mean, Unai Emery can't watch, can he? He's almost on all fours on the touchline there.
It's a brilliant game, though. It's a brilliant save from Donnarumma. Outstanding, but yeah, the corner's going to come in from Rashford. Oh, and it's well done.